Hi, my name is Kye'Raell Martin, and I am from the illustrious University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, and I cannot wait to tell you a little bit more about myself. The core principles that guide me are equity, cultural humility, community, but most importantly, accountability. The belief that healthcare should never depend on one's zip code, income, or the color of a patient's skin, and that physicians have a responsibility not just to treat illnesses, but to address the systems that created it in the first place. I didn't arrive at these values abstractly. I watched my mother and father navigate a healthcare system that too often fails families who look like ours. And I watched them do it successfully. Dare I say, flawlessly. Asking the right questions, pushing for second opinions, refusing to be dismissed, knowing which specialties and specialists to seek out, and which red flags to never ignore. They avoided outcomes that too many families in our communities don't. Not because our family was lucky or healthier or wealthier, but because my parents have the knowledge, the persistence, and the confidence to advocate for me within a system that wasn't built with us and many like us in mind. The dedication has stayed with me as I grew into the adult that I am today. Health shouldn't hinge on whether your parents happen to know how to fight for you, happen to know how to fight for themselves. It should be a baseline every family can count on, regardless of what they know walking into those doors. That's the gap I want to close. Growing up, I had the privilege. I was blessed with the family I had, with the doctors who saw me fully, who explained instead of dismissed, who built trust instead of assuming distrust. I know what that access made possible for me, and I want kids who look like me to have the same access. And I know how many people in the Black and brown communities never get it. My goal isn't simply to practice medicine and to have MD behind my name. It's to be that doctor for someone else's family. It's to help those Black and brown children grow and be comfortable within themselves. And to be a part of correcting a system where too many families are left to figure it out on their own. The way mine did, but without the support to get there. In my education, this means treating my biology and my psychology courses at UAPB as more than just prerequisites. I approach it as training for a specific kind of physician that I want to be. One who understands both the biological mechanics of dissecting a person and what they need, and also the psychological ones, and social realities that shape how our patients experience the healthcare system day after day, including fear, distrust, and the barriers that keep people from seeking care in the first place. I seek out research, clinical exposure, and mentorship that keeps me grounded in the truth and the communities I intend to serve. Rather than letting my education pull me away from them, it is my tool to embrace them. I try to lead with the same advocacy my parents modeled for me. Listening first, translating complex and overwhelming information into something people can actually use, and treating every person's questions and concerns as legitimate rather than a nuisance. Whether I'm a tutor in my classmates, volunteering in a clinical setting, or simply talking with someone in my community about their healthcare experience, I try to hand them the kind of knowledge, the kind of care, the kind of kindness and respect my parents had. So they don't have to depend on luck. They don't have to depend on anger. They can depend on a good physician. Ultimately, I see medicine as a tool for justice, not just a career, and not just for myself. My goal is to enter this field fully prepared so that the communities I come from finally have the doctors they not only deserve, but they have been fighting for. Thank you so much and have a great day.